Hey everybody, what's going on these days? I've been out and about and I hadn't been making my daily deal with my unknown prisoner, so I have. It's gone a little while, so we were doing all about step 4 and we got it all done, and now I'm going to be right back into it, and we're going to start with step 5. Admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. Now, what I'm going to discuss this morning is a little bit about the way I did my 5th step, and it's not a right or wrong way. It's just a way that you take care of the business that's at hand and get the best results of it. And this step, it can't be skimped. It's got to be, you've got to turn it all over. You've got to belly up and get to all the situations and things that went on in your life and make it clear. So now we're setting a foundation that we can really rest our sobriety on, because this step is very vital. So many people go out and they skip it and they leave off this or don't want to expose something in their life, and it comes back to haunt them, and that is a reality, people. That doesn't mean that anything else, but it will haunt you to the point where reasons unbeknown that they will or you will decide in one way or the other, or slip up, take a drink, no matter how much sobriety you have. So I just want to really elaborate to the extent that this has got to be a gutted and a openness, and just entirely let it all hang out. But it can be. It's not something that's going to haunt. It's not something that's going to be bad. It's going to be tremendous after you get things going and get started, and then you start recognizing how much benefit that you have with it. Relief. That's what we're talking about. Step 5, admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being. That another human being is I think, the hardest thing that we have to get our grips with to do. Another human being, to the exact nature of our wrongs. The nature, when we get to going in this thing, we're not going to be talking about just incidents and drunks and things that we've done. We're going to get that nature is the digging down into your every bit of your living, who you are, what you are, what are we trying to figure out in this thing? What's going on? Who's in charge? And this is the time that we have totally. We lay it out on the table, and that person is listening, and they may be talking their stuff that they've went through to help get this going, but God Almighty is in charge, and that's what we've got to realize, that He is building a foundation that's unbreakable. So, okay, now what I'm going to talk about, what was the deal is I always reached out to my sponsor, and I would talk to him about everything that I was going to do. And I had been listening and thinking about when it was necessary for me to take the 5th step, and it was right now, because I had just gotten through with everything that I did on the 4th step. You don't want to get in between and leave things go, not taking care of it, because all of a sudden now you're drifting away where it's harder to get back to take care of your business. You're going to feel real good after you do your 4th step, but you don't want to lean on that to keep you sober on a daily basis. We got to get into that fifth step and let it roll. So that's what I discussed with my sponsor and everything. So in regards to that, it came down to a point where I didn't want to really do it with him because I don't know, I might have felt embarrassed, or I didn't want to really talk about some things with him because we were really tight. But he suggested that I'd go to a priest in the Catholic religion, so that's what they do, kind of. And these people, our priests, were recovering alcoholics, so it was a great situation where they've been doing it, and they could give you feedback, and it wasn't going to say, you wasn't going to do or say anything that was going to, be anything out of the nature that they've listened to before. So that's what I did. I got all my, that's why you don't want to tear up your four-step. You don't want to do away with it. You want to have all of it. You got the names, you got the list, you got the whole ingredients. And that's how you kind of get into your fifth step, because you've already done it, really. You just got to talk to another human being, and then God Almighty's in the picture, obviously, taking care of it. So that's where we went. Well, I went down to a retreatment center, and into a position there, and I confronted or talked to a guy that was doing this, and so I set up an appointment and all that good stuff, and then got everything together, and then I went back down there and I started doing that fifth step, and that's what was the real kicker that kept me, I think, gets me and keeps me sober one day at a time, all along with all the other program, don't get me wrong, but this really was something that was illuminating. It just opens you up, because you finally, come clean, and that's what it's all about. So that's it. I put it all on paper, put it all on everything, got it all in the nature of getting it all taken care of, and I started off, and right from the get-go, from A, how you get started, B, everything that's in front of you, things like that, and other things will come across your mind that you might not have put down in your four-step. Let it all hang out, because there's a lot of things that you do not want to hold any kind of situation back that's going to really set you in the standards of thinking about it after you get through with it. Let's get it all done in one shot. Let's do the deal. So that's what I was talking. That's why I want to come in and deliver this little message about the fifth step. Now we'll go on a little bit further into it and get on down into the sixth and seventh and on down in there. We still got to get to that eighth and ninth step where we're listing our people that we did wrong to. So it's all coming to the point where you got a clean slate in front of you, and you're living one day at a time. Hey, bud, okay, listen, I know I've been talking too long. I got somebody out there knocking on the door. I know he's about ready to do a fifth step, and I'm about ready to listen to it. It's my benefit. I'm grateful that I'll be able to do things like that. So listen, I'll be getting back with this, and I'll take it to the next level. Hey, I won't be as gone as far as and long as I've been going this last time. I just got kind of sidetracked. See y'all later. Have a good day. Stay sober and be clean. Later on. God bless.